Okay guys, time to look into what the heck happened. Pretty sure I had a pinched servo wire before the whole time and it wasn't an issue. And then now that I removed that, moved it around, now the wire's bending back and forth or whatever, and the connection is breaking for whatever reason. So I'm going to pop this lid off. Thank God I didn't actually put the screws all in it yet. If I can find the right screwdriver. Expecting a good fun run today, and the throttle was just all over the place. I couldn't understand what the hell was going on, man. Hit the gas and nothing, and then hit the gas and it would go, and then hit the gas, nothing, and then it'd do nothing, and then it would go, and it was like, what? Had a heck of a time starting it, and that's why, because the thing was not in the idling position at all. It was like below that, trying to freaking stall it. Okay, throttle servo wire. What is your issue? Well, one, it's really long. And I know it's plugged in, I can see it. It's plugged in farther than the other one beside it. This is all shrink wrap, so it can't come out. There it is. See right there? So it's plenty long enough. I think I could just chop a section out of this. Unfortunately, that would probably leave it exposed out there. But I can cut it, solder it, shrink wrap it. The connections will be showing out here, but I don't really care. I can shorten that quite a bit. Alright, let's do it. Save this Spectrum servo. It's the only one I got. Matches the receiver. Came with it actually, I think. It's the only way I got it. So yeah, unpinch that. We'll just do our own pinch right there. A little extra there. Cut the bad section out. I think I'm going to have to unplug this. Get it out of the way. Spin that out. Okay, clean up this mess. Again. Get out of the way, damn it. Kind of got to leave it a little long because I got to get some shrink tube on there. Great, here we go with the soldering again. This shouldn't be too bad because it's small. My soldering iron sucks ass. It's time for a new one. If there's any soldering iron sponsors out there, could you use one? You know what store I miss? Good old Radio Shack. Actual Radio Shack, not this source. Friggin' what the hell? Source of what? I don't know. Never have anything I'm looking for. Radio Shack used to have every kind of switch and, you know, LPs and resistors and diodes and capacitors and those circuit boards, and I mean there was all kinds of stuff you could buy, especially, you know, the ham radio days. I mean, I'm sure that's what Radio Shack was all about, was the radio part. Since that died off, they didn't need all those parts, but that's some small shrink tube right there. That's going to be just about perfect. Tiny. Okay. Strip some of this off. Skip the fire, just use your finger. This stuff's soft. That's how I got friggin' pinched in the first place. It's so soft, you can rip it off with your fingernail. There you go. Now, that. And then I think just to make it nice, we'll put a big piece over top of the outside. So it doesn't look like three loose ones like this other one that I made somewhere. There's one other soldered connection in here somewhere, or maybe I took that out just the other day, but it looks kind of ugly. But it works. You need to extend things, get the wire off of an old servo. Add it on. You don't have to go to the store and spend $20 for a key or an extension, whatever. Solder it. People are so scared of soldering. It's not that big a deal. It's just having the tools to do it. Mine are kind of on the way out, but still, it just takes a little longer. If you're fighting with it, you'll get it. I don't know what to think of these new shrink wrap solder connection things. I've never tried them. Have you? Are they any good? Oh, I'm forgetting something here. Put the little guys on. That's like threading and I have a needle with multiple needles at the same time. There we go. There's some tiny shrink tube, holy cow. Okay, and 3. I was about to make a big mistake. Caught it in time. How many times have you done that? Got all your wiring set up and then forgot to put the shrink tube on and you pull it all apart again. Sucks. This should work. Let's see why not. It's pretty obvious where that wire got pinched at some point. Servo might work better than it's worked in years. Very nice, clean, simple. I'm gonna get my little, I was gonna say I get the helping hands thing, but that is really strong and this is really weak wire. I don't know. I'm gonna hold it where this shrink tube is, maybe, just to give it some support. Okay, so I gotta solder it without shrinking these little tiny shrink tubes down here. So I gotta come in maybe from this side and just not burn my tire. Found some new soldering tips the other day. Maybe I should try one of those. Replace these screws, but I fear once I take these out, it's going to be done. They're probably all stripped out. These aren't the right screws to begin with. They were already stripped out when I got it. I've extended the life of this for like 20 years past where it should have been replaced. But it's getting bad now. Solder. These are supposed to light up. I don't know if the bulbs just need replacing or screwing back. Oh, look at that. Wouldn't that be amazing if that's why it wasn't heating up before? No. Yeah, no. Still don't want to heat up. There we go. I assume that means if the battery's low, the flash just disappeared. Hopefully the recording's still going. Hopefully I didn't make it too big and I can still get that shrink tube over. It's pretty small. I think I got it. Let's See if you guys are still there. Oh, yeah, you're still there. Okay, well, let's see if this does a test here. Passes. Well, that already moved, so that's a good sign. It's in the full-on brake position because the radio's not here. Where is it? Yes. That helps. Problem solved. I'll put it back together. Put my phone back in so you can see. Yeah, it's brought a fan in, aired out a bit. If you hear the buzzing, that's why. Okay, I had this all set up so nice, and now I gotta pack everything back in there. A little ball or something there. There we go. Whew, she's warm. It's about as shrink as she's gonna want to get, I think. Looks a little weird on that end, like I could use a little more. But anyways. So yeah, as I said, that's gonna show unfortunately, but that's okay. We'll use it to our advantage. It's kind of stiff, so maybe we can aim it down that way. Put that through there. And that one through there. That one through there. It's a thin wire. Let's keep it off the bottom. That's why I got cut in the first place. Let's put a big thick one there at the bottom. Like that. There. Stick it in the middle. That's a pretty thin one. Thick one on top. All the rest of this goes inside. This one comes out for the lights. See if I can get you guys some light yet. Hey, there we go. That stays out and that stays out. Through there. That goes in. I think we got it. Don't pinch the antenna on it. See how full that is? That's how you get pinched right there, see? Hanging over the side just a little. There, that seems pretty good. This I want to shrink wrap because it's got its own charge lead right here. And then that won't come unplugged anymore, and I can tuck it down in there. That's for the light set on the other body. Light set for this body. Alright. Get out of the way, you're not helping anymore. And that is some tiny ass little screw. Let's get this closed up first. Oop. Okay, so you fall through there. Where'd you go? Where the hell did it go? It only fell straight down. Oh, got attached to that screwdriver right there. One more there. I knew there's one more. Where are you? Right here. This is the tiniest little screw, man. I know it's here. I've seen it. There it is. So I didn't put all the screws in this the other day. I had to give it a little test drive and see if anything was wrong. Sure enough, something was wrong. Now we have success. A better run tomorrow for sure. Nice and clean inside still. Can put the antenna back through. I don't know if it needs to be, but I do it. Stuff this in here or something so it keeps those plugged in. Could use a little more to keep that all packed tight. That's all I got. battery back on. Oops, snagged you guys. Charge cable. Forgot something. I was going to put some shrink tube on this too. Let's do that right now. I don't know who the genius was that thought, you know, let's put the easiest to unplug and plug in little plug on all this stuff. So one little bump and it all just comes unplugged on a person. Yeah. And then let's stick it in a monster truck. Gonna work now. I'm starting to run out of that size of freaking shrink tube. Let's stick a red one on there for power. Power. Firepower. Just to hold the plug together, not much more. Not sealing anything or anything like that. Nice. Well, there's no coming undone until you cut this off. Wish that was a little longer the other way. Charge lead. Lights from the gravedigger body. There. Sorry guys, I know you got bumped. Oh yeah, I did know. I forgot to look at the camera. Hopefully you've seen everything so far. This is ready for a test. body's a little narrow. It hangs up on the exhaust pipe here. Worries me a bit. I don't want this chrome to peel off. Didn't even get hot today. I guess it got there just and then it shut down. Anyways, there's my radio again. It's not much handhold to get in there for that switch. There we go. You gotta turn it on, turn it off, turn it on again for the signal lights to be synced up with the radio. Seems to be working. Should have a much better run tomorrow. Had a lot of wire problems recently. It's not usually an issue. Well, I get it. Problem solved. Stay tuned for tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Intercept and destroy. Intercept and destroy. Intercept and destroy.